This is the plaintiff, Martin. He says the defendant stole his designer sunglasses and his look. That's right. The defendant wanted to be so much like him he took his sunglasses and now refuses to return them. He's suing for $525, the cost of the glasses. This is the defendant, Ruben Julian Gonzalez. He says he doesn't have this guy's sunglasses, and he doesn't want to steal his look, thank you very much. The plaintiff is confused. He left them in someone else's bag, and for some reason doesn't want to accept the reality of the situation. He's accused of trying to impersonate a former friend.
All parties, please raise your right hand. People's Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marilyn Leon is now presiding. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right, you are suing Mr. Gonzalez for $525, the cost of designer sunglasses that you say he lost that belonged to you. Tell me what happened.
So Ruben and I met through a mutual friend on a road trip to San Francisco. He and the mutual friend are next door neighbors, and we. Oops.
That's okay.
The plan was just to go to San Francisco, have a great time, and we did. We had gone to a day party, and the party just kind of went on, and it got dark, and I didn't have a case, and I just couldn't carry my sunglasses, and I knew what they cost, so I wanted to put them in a safe place. So I had asked Ruben if he could hold them for me, and he kindly did. And so then,
now, how come he had? Wait, hold on. What did he have to hold them in?
He had like a pouch or some kind of a fanny pack or something.
So you just were throwing the glasses in there without any protection, like they didn't have a case or anything?
I did not carry a case with me.
I do that all the time. But I not with $500 sunglasses. I don't. But
I didn't have the foresight to pack a case. Plus, I just didn't have the pocket for it.
You guys were there for the festival, right? You were there for the Gay Pride Festival?
Yes.
So it's a big party weekend. And was this the first time you didn't know Mr. Gonzalez before the trip, right?
No. Mm-mm.
But you guys had a great time. Everybody's hanging out. And you figured you were going to be hanging out with him when you all got back home to, where is home?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Okay. So tell me what happens.
So
you hand them to him. He puts them in his bag.
To him. He puts them in his bag. The party's over. We go back to the hotel room. I forget that he has them. We have a great night. We go out, continue the night. I have a flight in the morning to get back to work on Monday. They drove back down to LA. So towards the end of the night, we were in adjoining room. Well, not our rooms were adjacent to each other. This was down the hall. I remembered that he had them. So at the end of the night, when I'm saying goodbye, because I had to go to bed because I had to catch a very early flight, I said, "Hey, you have my sunglasses. Can I get them from you?" And he was like, "They're down the hall. Don't worry. I'll see you at some other point." I just had a great time with him.
Why wouldn't you just follow him down the hall and get it done and take the glasses back?
Because I didn't want to make a thing out of it, and it was.
It's not a thing. It's like, no. Let's say, I'll forget later. I want to wear them tomorrow, and then just walk down and get them because they're thrown they're not even covered. I know, but it's like crazy. Anyway, so that's what you guys decide, and then you get back to LA, and what happens?
I ask him to take him to our friend Derek's house, because Derek is our mutual friend, and I see Derek more often than I would see them. So then, from what I understand, Ruben had given them to Derek, set them on the counter, and then on some other day, Ruben was over at Derek's, and he picks them back up from the counter and wears them out. At this point...
Is that accurate, Mr. Gonzalez? Did you take them and off the counter and wear them out?
I don't know what this is. Yeah, no.
No?
Yeah, I'll just... No, that's not. No.
Okay, what happened?
So from the beginning in San Francisco, we were partying in my and my husband's hotel room. And I don't even know if those glasses ever made it out. I think they were just left in the hotel room. And then the next morning or the next day, I either text him or he texts me, the glasses are in the hotel room. And so I just said, okay, I'll bring them back to you to LA. They got to Derek's house. And then from that point, I don't know what happened to those glasses. So he kept on texting me, like, you have my glasses.
So according to you, you left the glasses at Derek's house.
Inside of one of his little bags.
Derek's house.
Exactly.
And you never took them again?
No.
Do you have texts to prove otherwise?
I do. I make contact with Ruben, and he says he would replace them. He just needed time to. And I asked him how much time, and he said, I don't know. I will get it to you. And he just never did.
Because I felt bad. I felt bad that I had transported the glasses over, and then
why would you feel bad? If you gave them to Derek, Derek should feel bad. Why would you feel bad?
Because I didn't know this guy. I had met this guy one time.
Yeah, but hold on a second. If you had left them at Derek's and never taken them again, there would be no reason for you to feel bad. Right. So I see him texting you saying, did my glasses show up? No, we can ransack my apartment when you're over. Why would you say we can ransack my apartment when you're over?
Because he was texting me, where are my glasses? And I felt bad. I just felt bad. So I, just being friendly.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Mr. Gonzalez, I'm not buying it. That's crazy. Derek had mentioned that you offered to replace them, which I appreciate. That some grown woman, blank, hopefully this come out of the closet. What were you... Okay, what did that mean?
I was referring to the sunglasses as an...
to the sunglasses, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
And I was just being a little cheeky with a closet and just ransacked.
Now, all this is in 2018. I can't help but notice it's 2021. And I'm kind of curious, what... you had never sued about this before. So what propelled you to finally file a lawsuit?
I really wanted to hold him accountable. He said he would replace them. He said
but what
he
took
needed
you so
time.
long? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm
Finally
asking.
just got the
Because
guts
you
to
didn't
do
even
it.
file until... Are you serious? I understand procrastination. Well, I don't, but I've seen procrastination in others, and I get that. What I'm like, I just always wonder when I'm trying to analyze the anatomy of lawsuit, like what if you weren't hot and bothered about it enough when it happened to get yourself together and file a lawsuit. What was it exactly? If you filed the lawsuit December 1st, what was it that happened on November 30th that made you say, tomorrow I'm going to court? Like, I'm just so curious. It has not, you were within the statute of limitations by the hair of your chinny chin chin. The only reason you're within the statute of limitations is because California extended it for 6 months during COVID. So you're within the statute of limitations. You're not out of gas because you waited too long. I'm just curious. What has you doing nothing for 2.5 years and then doing something at the last minute? What happened? What did you read? What did you see on Facebook? What happened? What did he do to make you angry and make you think, you know what, he's got to pay? What?
I had just been thinking about it since our conversation that I wanted them back. He said he would, and then
for 2.5 years, and you didn't file?
Yeah.
For 2.5 years? And you, Mr. Gonzalez, here's the thing. I get your feeling on this, Mr. Gonzalez. Like, they're not my glasses. Why did this happen? But if you make yourself responsible for something by being a nice guy and saying, yes, I will take your $500 something, you have to give it the care that you're supposed to. To me, when you say, I left it at Derek's and I'm done, I don't know how that can possibly jive with your text that I'm looking at. Maybe you didn't think he'd still have the text, but I'm looking at your text where you say, let's ransack my place and look for it.
Well, because I wanted to build this friendship, so I kind of felt like, okay, we can go.
Well, not too much. If you really wanted to build it, when you said, I'll replace your glasses, you would have replaced the glasses.
Well, yeah, but with time, I thought about it and I spoke to my husband about it, and we were like, it's not, it's not my responsibility, and so it's my fault for saying I would pay for them, honestly.
No, it's your fault for taking them again, because I think you took them again. That's the only explanation for why, after leaving them at Derek's, which we know you did, because Derek confirmed he had them, you would then be saying sometime later, I got to ransack my house. I think you did take them again. So my question to you is, are you trying to steal his look?
No. God, no. Come on.
Well, then why'd you take the glasses again? So yes, that's why you got to pay for them. And I would depreciate it, but I can't depreciate it even because he had just bought them for this trip. You just bought them right before this trip. So I'm going to award the plaintiff the amount he's asking for and order you to pay it $525. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Congratulations.
Well, the judge orders the defendant to give the plaintiff $525 for those sunglasses that he said he'd take care of. Mr. Gonzalez, what do you think about that? You okay with it?
Yeah, I'm just happy I don't have to deal with this man that needs the attention, obviously.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you learned anything from this? I mean, when you take something of somebody else's and say you'll take care of it for them, you see it puts you on the hook for it. And that's why you have to pay, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good luck to you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Norton, let me ask you. You live in L.A. You need sunglasses all the time in L.A. It's been 2 years since you filed this lawsuit. Did you go out and buy another pair of fancy sunglasses?
I did.
What made them so special, by the way?
They were just nice. They fit me well. I liked them. So that's why I'm doing this.
Okay, well, you're going to get the money back. Hope you'll get some new sunglasses and enjoy them. All right? Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Let's see what the judges have to say now about this case.
Well, John, you in particular do not have very good luck with sunglasses.
No, that's a fair point. And living in Florida, like I guess these guys are out in
LA.
California, LA, you know, you can't really go out the front door and get behind the wheel of a car without sunglasses. I have sat on my sunglasses and broken them.
Oh, that's the least of it.
I have stepped on my sunglasses and broken them.
That is also the least of it.
I have dove off of the second story of a house in Stiltsville out in Biscayne Bay with sunglasses on my head, and they just vanished.
The sharks
water,
got them.
Right? They're gone. But
I would say that what you do is lose them once a week.
yeah, I lose them like crazy. But if you have like a super nerdy and squared away and organized significant other, like I do, what you do is you get her to make little labels with your phone number. I'm gonna have to cover up the last digits with your phone number right in here inside. So every pair of sunglasses, I'm hoping.
Has anyone ever called you to return your sunglasses?
I haven't lost them yet since I started putting these labels, since you started putting labels.
Isn't that something?
I'm relying on the milk of human kindness with the phone number in there.
Yeah, that's because you're from Buffalo. We're in Miami. You're not in Kansas anymore.
If somebody could invent a low jack for sunglasses, just a tiny little microchip so you could track them. Can you imagine? You wouldn't worry at all about spending a lot of money on sunglasses. You'd have your Adidas sunglasses or whatever the hell they are. But you know, when you lose them every month or two, kind of painful to spend $500 on Adidas.
So Matisse wants to know this. Hey, Harvey, do you remember the very first case on the People's Court? You know, I remember a case, it was actually the pilot, but I think we aired it. And it was a woman who had a Cartier watch. And there was a big fight over this Cartier watch. Fast forward to, 100 years, it seems. And we're still fighting over watches, folks.